What an eventful day. It must have been, well, an eventful week, but especially the day it's had to have been to be a McMahon. Welcome in. This is a Shoot Nation. Welcome in today. You guessed it. We're talking about what Vince McMahon said on SmackDown tonight, what it means, what is happening now in the McMahon household. As always, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't agree, disagree, or you have a comment of your own, leave it down below. I have an open door policy when it comes to comments. It doesn't bother me one bit. So, that all being said, let's just dive right in. Today, earlier today, it was announced that Stephanie McMahon would be filling in for her father as CEO, as Vince McMahon would be stepping down from his responsibilities of CEO and chairman as this investigation continues to take place under the investigation of him possibly giving a woman hush money after them two having a sexual relationship and affair. Now, what I want to point out in the last video, I did kind of make it seem like it was all Vince McMahon's fault, but I do so want to point out which a member of this channel, AKS, shout out to you for bringing up that, hey, you know what? She could have just as much to blame for this as anybody else. And that is very, very true. Because it takes two to tango. So they both agreed to it. I'm on the defense that I don't think he paid her hush money, because why? If he did, they would not have made the statement, the spokesperson would not have made the statement that the relationship was consensual. But the night, after this being announced, it was also announced that Vince McMahon would open up Friday Night SmackDown. Pretty risky. Pretty ballsy. But I felt it was the right thing to do. It was a classy move. It's a smart thing to do. To go out and just kind of face the music, if you will. Now, Stephanie McMahon made a statement as filling in for the interim CEO, and I quote what she says: "Until conclusion of this investigation into recent allegations, I am honored to assume the role of interim chairwoman and CEO. I love at WWE," this is on her Twitter, "and all it continues to do to entertain the billions around the world." Stephanie McMahon was trying to take a break from everything. She needed a little breather. She needed a rejuvenating experience, but under extreme circumstances, she's being a good daughter and stepping in. And she does have the most experience, and she's the most trustworthy and the right choice to fill in for her father. Now, on tonight's SmackDown, Vince McMahon did do what he said. He opened up Friday Night SmackDown. Now, he did come out with a little pip in his step, a smile on his face, but you could almost sense that he's not sure he's going to get to do this again, or this could have been his last ride, his last walk. I kind of got that sense anyway. Now, when he got in the ring, the one thing I've always loved about Vince McMahon is he just talks over the fans. He don't give them the moment to steal any time away from the show. And I quote what he says here: "It is a privilege to stand before you, as always, the WWE Universe. Especially to stand here in the ring in Minnesota. I'm here to simply remind you of four words. We just saw what we called the WWE signature. Those four words are then, now, forever. And most important word is forever." He paused. Then he said, "Welcome to SmackDown." And he walked out of the ring. And you can kind of tell this was the right move. And the fans were cheering this man as he's walking out. I was worried they was going to boo him out of the arena. I was worried they was going to turn their backs on him. And look, I can understand if some people say, I'm never going to watch WWE again because of what has happened. That is your personal decision, and you're not wrong for making that decision. That is your choice. But it was nice to see that the WWE Universe seemed to have just kind of accepted what has happened. Then, now, forever, and together. I said forever twice. Together is the fourth word. Just now realize that. Now, pretty much he's saying, hey, I want to remind you that we was then, well, right now, we're going to live forever, and we need to stick together. He's asking the fans to gather around and say, don't lose faith in him, but most importantly, don't lose faith in the WWE, the WWE being his brainchild. Now, with that all being said, I wish that they would take their own advice, because I want to remind everybody about Ric Flair and the helicopter on the plane, pulling his pants down right in front of a flight attendant, which was not okay. Let's get that out the way right now. That is not okay. But by God, they took all the merchandise down. They pretty much blackballed him from the WWE. They just kind of whitewashed the hands of Ric Flair. Now, obviously, it being Vince McMahon, it's not going to be that simple. You're not going to be able to do that. This is his organization. Now, it is publicly traded, and it is a board, which is why the investigation is taking place. I don't know what the next step's going to be. We're going to be taking this step by step, ear by ear. As I see fit, I will make the videos to keep people updated so we can discuss it, so we can talk about it. It does take two to tango, so for me, I'm sticking by the WWE product. What Vince McMahon has done with the affair is not right. And if it is hush money, that's not right either. But it doesn't make him a bad person. He just made a bad choice. We've all done that. Same goes to the woman that's involved. She made a bad choice. The repercussions are now maybe she's feeling guilty. But at the end of the day, it was a choice. But hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment down below. Be trying to make more content more available later on in the future, and I'll see you guys later.